Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the surface of the ocean? What secrets and relics are hidden in the depths? Today we are going to explore a real-life adventure and a race against time that's unfolding as we speak. An event that may as well be a scene out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but it's not. It's a daring deep-sea exploration turned potential disaster, an ongoing story of a group of individuals trapped in the abyssal depths of the Atlantic Ocean. We're going to delve into the technology that might save them, the history of submarine rescues, and the intriguing reasons people risk their lives to visit the Titanic wreckage. All while asking ourselves, what would it take to save someone from 13,000 feet below the surface? The Atlantic Ocean, 900 miles east of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. An immense body of water that's both stunning and terrifying in its enormity and depth. We've all heard tales of the mysteries that lurk beneath the waves, but for a team of explorers led by a British billionaire, a French diver, and the CEO of a submarine tourist trip company, that mystery became all too real. On a seemingly ordinary Sunday morning, Titan Ocean Gate Expedition's submersible set off on a journey to visit the wreckage of the Titanic, a ship whose tragic sinking over a century ago still captures the world's imagination. As we know, the Titanic lies at a depth of approximately 13,000 feet, roughly 2.5 miles beneath the surface of the ocean. To put that into perspective, imagine stacking the Empire State Building, one of the tallest buildings in the world, over 4.5 times. Now imagine that you're in that submarine, a titanium sphere probably no bigger than your living room, descending slowly through miles of cold, dark, crushing ocean. The light from the surface fades as you go deeper, replaced by an all-encompassing, otherworldly darkness. The only sounds are the creaks and groans of the submersible adjusting to the immense pressure and the soft hum of the sub's life support systems. After about 1 hour and 45 minutes, contact between the submersible and the research vessel Polar Prince on the surface is lost. The planned deep-sea expedition takes a terrifying turn. The explorers are missing in the unforgiving depths near the final resting place of the very ship they had set out to observe, the Titanic. The submersible, a 21-foot-long vessel, was built to withstand the immense pressures at these extreme depths, but the ocean is a formidable adversary. Technical difficulties, unforeseen natural conditions, or human error could potentially lead to catastrophe. In the face of such danger and isolation, the explorers find themselves at the mercy of their life support systems and the strength of their vessel. As hours turn into days, the situation grows increasingly dire. But as we're about to see, help is on the way. The race against time to locate and rescue the crew unfolds in a complex operation, bringing together some of the best minds and resources. One of the most critical tools in undersea rescue missions is sonar technology. But what is sonar and how does it work? Sonar, which stands for sound navigation and ranging, was developed during World War I to counter the threat of submarine warfare. And now it's used in a wide variety of contexts, including the exploration of the ocean floor, in fisheries, in oil and gas exploration, and most crucially for us today, in locating missing underwater vessels. Sonar operates by emitting sound waves and interpreting the echoes to determine the distance and shape of objects. It's much like how bats use echolocation to navigate in the dark. In the vast, dark and pressured environment of the ocean depths, sonar provides our eyes, penetrating where light can't reach. In the search for the missing submersible, sonar is playing a pivotal role. The US Coast Guard has deployed sonar buoys and ships equipped with sonar technology to aid in the search. These devices are diligently scanning the ocean floor, pinging out their sound waves and listening intently for any return echoes. They are searching for any anomaly, any return signal that doesn't match the expected data of the ocean floor. The sophistication of modern sonar is quite impressive. Not only can it help determine the location of an object, but advanced sonar systems can also create detailed maps of the seafloor, identify underwater features, and even help determine what materials an object is made of based on the way the sound waves bounce back. Remember, we are talking about a search field around 900 miles east of Cape Cod, Massachusetts, where the water depth is roughly 13,000 feet. The challenges of such a search are immense. The sheer volume of water, the complex topography of the seafloor, and the difficulties in operating at such depths all combine to create an incredibly complex operation. But the experts are hard at work interpreting the sonar signals, meticulously analyzing every piece of data, every sound wave that bounces back. Will the constant, methodical sweep of the sonar uncover the location of the missing vessel? Only time will tell. The rescuers and all those following the story can only hold on to hope and trust in the power of technology and human determination. It's a race against time. And as we await news, we are reminded of the vastness of our oceans, the audacity of our explorations, and the ever-present risks that come with pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and experience. The deep sea, much like the cosmos, is a realm full of mystery and danger, and yet it's a realm that we are drawn to explore in our perpetual quest to better understand our world and ourselves. Stay tuned as we delve further into this gripping narrative in our next segment. We will be looking at past incidents that parallel our current predicament. Yes, this is not the first time humans have found themselves trapped in the hauntingly beautiful abyss. We'll learn more about their stories, their struggles, and their eventual rescue. A glimmer of hope, perhaps. Stay with us. Our instinctive answer is, yes, underwater rescue is possible. But it's far from easy, and it's fraught with complications. You see, underwater rescue is not just a matter of locating the trapped explorers and pulling them out. There are variables to consider, like the condition of the trapped submarine, the depth at which it's located, and the physical state of the people inside. It's not an operation to be taken lightly. First, the pressure at those depths is immense. At the Titanic's resting place, we're talking about over 5,500 pounds per square inch of pressure. To put that into perspective, it's about the same as the weight of 3 full-size pickup trucks resting on your foot. So, the rescue submersible has to be capable of withstanding that enormous pressure. Then we have to consider the temperature. The ocean floor is freezing cold, with temperatures averaging just above freezing at around 1 to 4 degrees Celsius, 34 to 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Any rescue operation has to account for the potentially hypothermic conditions the trapped explorers might be facing. There's also the matter of time. A rescue operation at this depth is painstakingly slow. Rescue vehicles can only descend and ascend at a certain speed to avoid damaging their hulls and systems due to rapid changes in pressure. The clock is ticking and time is of the essence. Can the trapped explorers be rescued? Possibly. It would require the right equipment, the right team, and a bit of luck. In the history of submarine rescues, we've seen successes and failures. In 2005, 7 Russian sailors trapped in a mini-submarine were rescued by a British remote-controlled vehicle. In 2019, an Indian Navy submarine was successfully located and recovered after it sank at a dock. But then we have the infamous case of the Kursk, a Russian nuclear submarine that sank to the bottom of the Barents Sea in 2000, causing all 118 on board to perish. Despite a massive international rescue effort, the Kursk proved to be an unsalvageable disaster, underlining the potential perils and complexities of such rescue missions. Deep-sea rescue operations are rare, but they have occurred. The outcomes of these perilous efforts vary widely, but when successful, they are nothing short of extraordinary. The 2005 Russian Priz AS-28 submarine incident is a great example of international cooperation and advanced technology saving lives. The mini-submarine, with 7 sailors on board, was trapped in a fishing net at 190 meters, 623 feet, below the surface off the coast of Russia's Pacific Peninsula, Kamchatka. The crew had limited air and temperatures were freezing. British remote-controlled Scorpio vehicles were flown to the site, cutting the submarine free from the fishing nets in which it had become entangled. All 7 crew members were saved in this daring rescue operation. But not all submarine incidents have tragic endings. Let's delve into a lesser-known rescue mission that also involved the Titanic wreckage. In 1985, the first expedition to discover the Titanic site also faced significant danger. Dr. Robert Ballard, an oceanographer and maritime historian, led the expedition. However, a small remotely operated vehicle, ROV, named Jason Jr., was used to explore the ship's interior. The team lost contact with Jason Jr. for a terrifying 20 minutes, leaving it stranded in the cold, dark abyss. While not a manned vehicle, the loss of Jason Jr. would have been a significant blow to the expedition and future underwater explorations. Luckily, the team managed to re-establish contact and rescued the stranded ROV, which had captured some of the most haunting images of the Titanic wreckage. Another case that offers a glimmer of hope is the successful rescue operation conducted in 1939 during the Squalus incident. The USS Squalus, a diesel-electric submarine of the United States Navy, sank off the coast of New Hampshire during a test dive. Although 26 crew members tragically perished, 33 sailors were saved. The submarine was located, and the rescue was facilitated by the USS Falcon, a submarine rescue ship. A newly developed rescue chamber was utilized, which allowed a direct access hatch to the submarine and safely transferred the survivors to the surface. It was an incredibly complex operation and remains one of the most successful in the history of submarine rescues. These historical rescue efforts show us the immense difficulty yet possible success in saving those trapped underwater. It's a stark reminder of the hazards faced by those who dare to explore the deep sea and the tireless efforts of those who strive to save them when disaster strikes. The exploration of the deep ocean is fraught with both extraordinary discoveries and formidable dangers. Through a mix of courage, technology, and global collaboration, we have seen some remarkable rescue operations in the history of underwater exploration. As we wait for the outcome of the ongoing rescue mission, we are reminded once again of the ocean's overwhelming power and the relentless human spirit that drives us to navigate its depths. As always, remember to question the world around you and explore the mysteries it holds. And as always, thanks for watching.